Hey everyone, it's Mark. So, I am starting on my drag series, and this is going to be the first video in the introduction. Welcome. What I'm going to do is basically, in this series, I'm going to teach you how to start as an amateur queen and get a collection of stuff ready to be a professional queen, and do what you have to do and get together what you have to get together to be a successful drag queen. So I'm going to start with the basic things that you're going to need, that I think that you need to get started with doing drag. You're going to need to get a good wig. I'm going to do a whole video on wigs, so I'm not going to talk too much about her, but I just did her the other day. It's 2 wigs in there, and I think it's really cool. It's really awesome. It looks really good on me. A good vented comb. You can find one of these for $4 at Dollar General. Good wig shampoo and wig sheen spray to maintenance your wigs so that you can get all the grit and the grime out of them and also keep it lustrous. Once again, I will explain all that in other videos. You are also going to need a good pair of heels. I got this pair at Walmart. I mean, you can even shop at Walmart if you can find your size. I'm a size 12 wide. These are 10. I made them into 12 wide though. I do not suggest doing that. Try to make sure to get your size. I suggest going to a very tolerant shoe store and actually getting foot measured for what size you need. That way that you aren't going to ruin your feet by not getting the right type of shoes. I definitely advocate that. You're going to also need a good pair of flats, because there's going to be some situations in the club where you're not going to need heels and it's just more comfortable sometimes to just wear flats. You're going to need a good pair of slacks, jeans, skirts, something that you can just kind of throw on as you go to the club or perform in. Good tops, which of course my top decided to get off the hanger while I was showing it, but good, just really sparkly, fun tops. You're going to need other performance gear, tops that you need. Also, something I lack are rhinestones. If you have any rhinestones, those are going to be helpful, because that is going to dazzle anything that you own. You can take anything that's ready to wear like this. This needs dazzled, but see how this V-neck part, that could be just blinged to the nines and really be made into a really good, better garment to perform in. You will need definitely dresses and skirts like so. Just something that you can do a ballad or number in. And also think, when you actually do outfits, to think of stuff that could go with them. Like, you know how those black heels, that can go with this, along with this belt, which I'm going to bling out pretty soon, the front part too. And I found this buck at Walmart for $1. So see, you can find things cheap to then make really, really performance ready and cool. You don't have to go out and spend hundreds and hundreds of dollars to do drag. You just have to make sure that before you perform in it, it's got to be performance ready. You can't just buy something off the hanger and then expect it to be, performance ready. Here's a gown for a gown number. You definitely need a gown. And see how I also matched the hardware here with my earrings. So that's another thing that you can do, is match up everything. Jewelry. You'll need all sorts of types of jewelry. These are CDs. Actually, they're not real CDs, but they're CD earrings. And, that's another thing I encourage you to do, is definitely think of fun ways to incorporate drag. Then I have some bracelets there. What I love about these bracelets, if you have fat wrists like me, these totally just snap on over to your wrist without being all that stretchy stuff that busts. That's why I like these really nice They're usually during the bridal season at Walmart. If you can't tell, I shop a lot at Walmart. Of course, belts. You're going to need belts of all variety. Props for certain numbers, like that one is for my Alice in Wonderland number. And you're going to need a suitcase to definitely carry everything in. You might need several suitcases. That's going to be a little bit small. You almost need one of those travel size that are like massive, that are $60 at Walmart, because that is going to be accommodating enough to get all of this stuff in there so that you can get to your show. Boobs. I will explain later why they look like that. Hose or fishnets. That's what those black ones are, fishnets. Duct tape for your boobs. A good bra. Once again, I would suggest going to a tolerant department store that understands gay people and just get sized for a bra. It's one of those situations that you want to be comfortable when you're performing, so you need to get sized. I suggest the bigger the better, of course, accommodating to your body type. Since I'm a bigger girl, I need to have bigger boobs. If you're a smaller girl, you're probably not going to need double Ds. But you do want to make sure the bigger the better, to make sure that you are proportionate to your body type. So, I think that is all I want to say in the introduction video. If you have any questions on anything, just comment with me below and I will further explain it. Or I'm going to be doing more videos on all the different parts of drag, and I just need suggestions on what you guys would like to see. Okay, thank you for watching. Toodles!